5 ways to leave women desperately for not giving you value. Let me first start with analyzing you, Isaac. Why do you really feel hurt that your value wasn't really recognized by that lady? Have you ever questioned yourself why it bothers you so much? It does mean that you feel incomplete when you face the absence of recognition. What if it's a sign of emotional dependency? You only depend on her. That is why when it doesn't exist, you feel incomplete. Have you ever asked yourself that? But the one thing that men don't realize is you love women with a need, and the need is sex. You will say, but sex is a need. Okay, let's assume sex is a need, Isaac. How will you categorize your relationship with this lady if you entirely depend on her because of sex and you treat it as a need? What is a need? A need is a basic need. You can only be physically, mentally, you can only be healthy if that need exists. There is water, I can survive. There is shelter, I can sleep. That is a basic need. What if we categorize sex as a basic need? Then it means that you are reframing in a frame that it doesn't belong. How? That changes the nature of sex. Like sex was designed so that it can help people, human beings who are intimately in love. You are changing its nature to it has just to be a physical arousal. I get rid of that feeling in my body, and now my brain can function, my ears can function, my mouth can function. It does mean you can get it from any lady. You don't need women who can connect with you deeply. It's more of a physical act and less of an intimate act. Sex is a need. It's under a category of social need and not basic need. Dealing with that part and moving on allows you to punish these women in a way that won't affect you. Because when you ignore these women, maybe by sleeping with other women, you are not actually punishing women, you are punishing yourself, because you named and framed it as a basic need and not a social need. It is more than just a physical arousal, stir up jealousy. From a psychological perspective, this is the knowledge of women, okay? Going out with other people, it's just a way of provoking your ex-partner's reactions. It is a communication psychologically to this lady that you can easily replace her. That is how it is communicating to her. On the other hand, she feels, and she will also be convinced that she's the one who walked away, right? But you are the one who is reaffirming her walking away, that you are okay and you are not going after her. She walked away, and then let me reaffirm that action. That is fine. I don't even need her. You are raising a voice indirectly and show her that you walked away, but I determine if you will come back. He doesn't want me. I really need to go back for him. You are going out, having fun to help yourself go through a breakup that she created or she initiated. But she's the one who is suffering much more, for you are not going after her. When a woman initiates a breakup, she expects a man to go after her. You are triggering that feeling of desperation in her. I thought he will try hard. Bullshit. Isaac moved on. That is why women post on their social status, on their IG, on their WhatsApp status, that they are with their male friends, they are with their boyfriends, they are with a new catch. They are using this strategy to intensify the jealousy effect in their ex-partners, knowing that you will react, you will go after her. That, you know what, I was partying with Johnny, I was partying with Isaac, I had fun with a guy, I had fun with my friend. That is a psychological tactic. When you are applying this tactic, remember that it depends with a woman's personality, her behavior, and how she sees reality. Why? Applying this tactic can trigger a reaction from her, and she can call you, text you, or want to understand how you are reaffirming that value. But it won't mean that she will come back for you. Eventually, it will be about, oh, I knew that is his character. I knew he was sleeping around. I knew he will end up with this lady, because that is how she sees reality, and that is her lens. You are applying a tactic to trigger her when it really made her see reality in a different lens, and she just reacted. Women can only move on if they have clarity. So when she reacts, it's not that she's desperate, but she is seeking clarity. When we don't listen, most of the time when we apply tactics, we expect other human beings to see things the way we see them. They see everything totally different. It doesn't matter to them. Move on. If you want to leave that one lady desperately, you have to move on. You are not moving on as an act of forgetting her. You have to consciously and fully move on so that you can weigh how your life works without that lady, without this relationship existing. You are going to make decisions under the influence of yourself, and not because she recognizes you this way. Most of the time we behave in a certain way. We know that is how these women recognize us. And when you fulfill your internal deficit, it won't be about external validation or how she used to know you. That is why when a man tries to move on, a woman will say, you changed. That is not how I knew you. This is where now men go wrong. Oh, she identifies and recognizes my value. Let me work extremely hard. And when you want to move on, first you start by accepting the feeling of, I am heartbroken. I will work on myself. You don't dwell in the thoughts and consistently wanting to fix a problem, but you dwell in the, I accept the feeling, I accept the emotion, but that won't stop me from doing this project or working on my purpose or concentrating on the future. So most men are easily triggered when they try to move on, because maybe you try to forget about this lady and then again you meet her on the highway. She laughs and then you entertain her, but she moved on. She's only laughing to weigh and gauge if you can still entertain her. You did that, she's moving on, and then the heart gets deeper and deeper. When she laughs on the highway, you don't laugh. She says hi, you respond hi, you pass as if you don't know her and she is a stranger. You are doing that for yourself. She will feel desperate, yes, but the best part is you are doing yourself a favor. The last thing is, take your career seriously. Really, as by the nature goes, he who has a why to live with can deal with, bear with anyhow. I'm not saying that you concentrate on your career and use it as a way of escaping reality.